This video is about my curly hair journey. I'm pretty confident in my hair and talking about how my journey has been since the start. So, you know, here it goes. Growing up, I'm half Mexican and half black. So I was raised in a predominantly Mexican-American households. I did not grow up knowing my black side whatsoever. I didn't meet my dad till I was about 12 years old. Just learning about, you know, being black and the culture and where he's from and all that stuff. It's really still going on to this day. So, but knowing that at that age, I didn't know really much at all. If anything, I knew from, you know, just growing up with friends and at school. Never really knew how to take care of my hair or properly how to do it. My mom's Mexican, first generation Mexican American. So she had no idea. What we would do on a daily basis is just slick my hair back in a ponytail. And if we got real fancy with it, we might have put some braids, you know, pigtails. My sister, my older sister, she would do my hair from time to time too. She did a really good job parting it, doing little cute, you know, hair updos and stuff like that. But with the products that we were using, not okay at all. We would use the LA Looks gel, you know, that yellow bottle, and it literally looks like bubbles are inside of it. That's the gel that we would use. And then we would use rave hairspray. Totally bad for your hair, especially I think honestly it's really bad for all hair in general. And I had no idea, you know, I'm just a young kid growing up and not really recognizing that I am half black. Like, what was I supposed to do? Junior high years. Now, junior high, 7th and 8th grade. I just tried straightening my hair one time and it came out so silky smooth, so perfect. It just looked really pretty. I would straighten my hair all the time and then I got a lot more attention because my hair was so straight. But the practice that you had to really put into that was literally straightening your hair I would literally straighten my hair every freaking day. It was good for a little bit, and then obviously the heat portion of damaging my hair really got to me. Then my hair wouldn't be as straight as it was. I got to high school, which was 2010 to freshman year, 2010 to 2011, stopped straightening my hair and I just started, you know, wearing little like afro puffs. I do have a picture. I would just pin half of it back and then I would just straighten my bangs. Always had the bangs straight. Never a day that I didn't have the bangs straight because they just look so good. I would never wear my hair down. I would never do anything with it, really. I just did not like my curly hair. I was not proud of it. I did not like it. I thought it was not cute. The ideal beauty was straight hair, still at that time. I was still very young. I just didn't like it. And I just kept doing my hair like that every day. Didn't do anything else to it. And that's how I was for, what was it, all throughout high school? Just keep trying to straighten my hair, keep trying to straighten my hair. I graduated in 2014, so throughout the years, I would, you know, wear it some days curly, wear it some days straight. Still wasn't as nice, but I would still wear it straight and it just wasn't working. For my prom, I actually did a nice updo, so that was really nice. But again, it had to be straight and I went to my cousin's salon, but it's where, I don't know how else to put it, but people just with regular straight hair would go get their hair done. It was not a professional like curly hair salon. I just went there for my prom. To get my hair done. I came in with my hair straight already and then she did a nice, really beautiful updo. What didn't really hit me until after I graduated high school and entered into college. I don't know what it was. I think actually, you know, I remember now. So I was watching The Real, the daytime television show, and the original cast was Tamar Braxton, Adrienne Bailon, Lonnie Love, and Tamara Mowrey. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right, but they were the original cast, right? And she, I think, like, so dedicated to watching that show all the time. That was like my favorite daytime show. I'd record it, come home after school or work and watch it. There was a segment where she was talking about curly hair and she said she didn't realize until she had her baby boy with just the beautiful curls that he had when he was born, and she wanted to do the big chop, and that kind of inspired me from there. So I believe it was 2014 going into 2015, I did the big chop. My hair was completely fried, damaged. So I did shortest I've ever cut in my hair in my entire life. I just wanted to cut it all off. So I went to that same salon and I did cut it wet, I believe, if I can remember correctly. Literally, if I like had to, I would have to do a buzz cut too, because my bangs were so fried and so straight at the root. I would have to cut it all the way to like, literally I would need a cut 2 or 1. But there was no way I was gonna do that. I was already freaking out with cutting it off that short, and it was super short. From there, I was learning about protective hairstyles. I learned from this one girl. She was just really known for doing weaves. I had no idea what that was about. My friends would try to tell me in high school and stuff, but I was like, I don't know what the hell that is. So I'm not gonna do it. I finally did my own research on it. I was looking stuff up on YouTube, watching videos and stuff, and I was like, let me try this with the big chop and get protective styles. I was having a lot of fun with the weaves. Girl just entered college, had fat financial aid, so I was buying hair left and right and getting my hair done almost like it wouldn't even last a month. But I had a lot of fun with it. Look, a great experience. I remember I had a long, like 22-inch weave in. Got a lot of attention with it because it just looked nice. It really did. And that was, I did a leave out, but still, like, of course the other part of my hair was protected, but obviously the top bangs area was still getting straightened all the time, and obviously that wasn't helping it out. From there, I did try to get braids, but braids weren't really, like, this was like 2015. Braids were not it. Braids were not the thing. If I just felt really ugly with them for some reason. I think it's because, one, I didn't grow up with them, and two, not everybody was rocking the braids like how they are today. So I did do it. I had a horrible experience getting my first set of braids done. It was by this chick. I got her brush, so like she literally parted my hair with a pencil. Like, it was fucking ridiculous. That was my first experience. I'll try to find a picture if I can. That was the worst. They didn't even last a week, so I took them out. I did not like them. Once I took out the weave and got the braids, I put the weave back in, but just made it a short bob. That was really fun and cute, so I enjoyed that. I got some twisties. I didn't even have those in for that long. But they were cute. I did like those a little bit better, but it just wasn't my thing. From there, I was just rocking the weaves. I got all these weaves done. I was loving it. Just got a lot of attention from it. I really loved the weaves. They were just my thing. They were my go-to. Rolling into 2016, my hair was still really short, but you can see the healthiness of it growing. So I was rocking my short hair and it looked really cute. I felt a little bit more comfortable with it. To wear it down. The shrinkage was real. It was very short. I was using SHEA moisture, I believe, but I wasn't as dedicated as I am now with just organic products in my hair. I felt a lot more comfortable in 2016 using any products like that. You know, I was just letting my hair be, and then from there I just started really rocking it, you know, in a pineapple. It wasn't like there was no length, but I was wearing a lot of pineapples, doing a lot of buns, you know, just letting my hair sit and drying, just letting it be. I wasn't touching it, wasn't dyeing it. Then from there, this was when slick backs started becoming a thing. You know, you part it, you slick it down, bun in the back, it's popping, edges swooped, you know, edges on the side of the ear. That was the thing. So I started doing that a lot. And then from there, I just really enjoyed doing my hair naturally, like I wasn't doing anything. By the time of September of 2016, my hair was very healthy. It's been the healthiest it has ever been. It looked great. The curls were popping. Everything just looked super good. I think what had happened was my state of mind just like totally changed. I joined softball at the community college where I was living at, and I was the only Black girl. So the nature of softball with especially girls, it's nice hair, long ponytail. You can see it in the helmet, you know, down the back. You can see it when you wear your visor and you wear a nice cute bow. That's just the nature of softball. Well, my experience with the teams that I've been on. And so my hair was healthy, but it was getting to a point to where I wanted my hair to be cute. So what I would do is do these braid outs on it. Some of the braid outs didn't look the greatest. I just didn't know what I was doing. And that's when I tried to start teaching myself how to braid. I was with my ex. We would hang out with his, it's basically his sister's in-laws. Their family would always have their hair braided. It's just two Dutch braids, you know. So that's where my interest really started to spark on learning how to braid. Again, didn't know how it is. It's basically a cornrow. But I taught myself. When I learned, I was like, okay, I need to start learning how to do my own hair. I can't be relying on a lot of people. And so it took me a long time, but I finally got the technique down to do my own braids. And that's when I started doing a lot of braid out. That's what I would do for softball. It would just perfect, like braid it the night before. That's when I was using the Kinky Curly hair product, and it worked great like a gel. I would put that in my hair, braid it, and then take it out the next day. It just looked phenomenal. Like, it was perfect. I straightened it out of nowhere. I should have got a different straightener, but I wasn't thinking. I just got the itch to straighten it. So my hair was super healthy. I shouldn't have touched it, but I did straighten it and it burnt the shit out of it. It looked horrible. Once I tried washing it and trying to see if my curls would come back, my hair was still so sensitive. I didn't let it sit. I didn't let it heal. It just wasn't working from there. After that, I just left it alone. You can tell with the damage in my hair with the photos I'm showing, like it was damaged, but it wasn't like crazy bad, but you can tell. And from there, I got a hair growth out of nowhere and I was just letting it be. I was rocking the natural hair for a long time. Year 2017, so I was experiencing one of the hardest times in my life I've ever had to deal with, and I just wanted to do something with my hair to keep my mind off things, right? So my hair was like getting back to its natural state. You could tell just by the pictures, like it was healing, it was looking good and everything. And then I dyed it. I dyed my hair. I really wanted blonde, and I think this was because I was so obsessed. Her name is Lisette. She used to go by Lisette, but now it's Lisette. I was so obsessed with her. She's a YouTube guru for curly hair. She's like basically a curly advocate for curly hair and makeup. I loved her so much, and she had blonde hair, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to dye my hair blonde. I want to try this out. I want to see how this goes. You know, I've never done it I've never changed the color like that. If anything, I would just do browns and blacks when I would dye my hair. But I've never went the total opposite, and I've always been wanting my hair to be blonde just because I was so inspired by her. I dyed my hair like basically it was like a honey blonde. It wasn't like too bleached, but it was definitely a color change. I still had damage. You can tell in the picture from the last straightening portion. I got it cut and then I dyed it. That was, you know, the color I had for a little bit, and it looked really nice. And then from there I straightened it, which I shouldn't have because I got an itch. Ugh. It was very hard, but I did it. But it just wasn't where I knew I needed to be. So it dyed again. I literally don't remember where I was getting these done at. I know it was at a salon, but I can't remember if it was still at my cousin's salon or not. There, after the process, because I did want to achieve that blonde, I did basically a, what is it called? Fuck. You only get the bottom of it done. Ombre, sorry. I had it ombre, so it was like browner at the roots, but it was really blonde towards the end of the hair. So I got that done, rocked that for a little bit, was loving it, didn't straighten it. This job that I had, it was the Christmas party for that job was like basically a prom, and I always wanted to look nice. Got a weave, and it like literally was like a brown. It had some red undertone in it. It looked super cute. Oh my God. And I did a leave out because like the leave out portion, it just made it look like it was my real hair, and I just felt so pretty. And I was straightening my bangs, and I shouldn't have, but I did. Even though I looked really great, looked really cute, looked really nice, I kind of regretted it because it just put more damage to my bangs. If there's any point in my hair where like it had the most stress of heat damage, it was definitely my bangs. My bangs were the hardest, longest process of the healing portion of my hair. It just took so freaking long. And then even at my new job's Christmas party, I got another weave done. I believe I got another leave out. So I was still like I knew what I wanted to do, but it just wasn't working. So, but I was having fun with it, I'm not gonna lie. I did rock some braids at one point, and it was super fun. I was still not to where I wanted to be. I could tell that I was still trying to figure out where my hair should be at. I finally got to a point where I was like, no more straightening. Straightening part of Maya is over. Don't want to do it no more. It's obviously damaging my hair. Don't want to do it. So I still had a lot of blonde and like brown in my hair, but I wasn't straightening it. Like I was over it. I think I gave my straightener to my little sister and never bought one again. From there, I did get my hair to the platinum blonde that I wanted. Found this curly hair salon. I was telling the hairdresser because it scared me, and I hate to put race into this, but not a lot of white people know how to do my type of hair or just black hair in general. I told her from the jump, I want to keep my natural hair, but I want it to be blonde. You know, my hair's been processed before. I would love to achieve, and I showed her the picture of Lisette. I was like, I would love to achieve this. She's like, okay, totally. And so she gave me a good trim, dry haircut, finally, because all the other salons I was going to, they were cutting my hair when it was wet. You're not supposed to do that because that's not how your hair is all day. Your hair is dry. Once it's dried, that's how your hair is. She's like, let's just try it. Let's see if it works, because your hair was already processed, and I think the ends of my hair were still like that honey brown. Okay, let's do it. I was freaking out because my hair was really healthy. I was scared that I was gonna have color damage. Just thinking the worst case scenario, worst thing ever. The end results were beautiful. I freaking loved it. My hair looked so healthy. I loved every bit of it, and I was in love with it. I loved it. There was nothing that you could tell me that I was just rocking that blonde. And that's when I was single. I was just living it up. I got a lot of attention. That's when I knew, like, I'm not straightening my hair no more, but I can rock this color. And I had a really good time with it. They say blondes have more fun, and I did. I actually met my boyfriend. I met him when I had blonde hair, and he freaking loved it. Obviously, that's why we're together. It's just an eye catcher. You don't see a lot of mixed chicks with blonde, platinum blonde hair, and I loved every moment of it. But as time progressed, I noticed that my hair was damaged. My hair was getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and I was not getting it cut. What the fuck is going on? Like, I was pissed. I was getting, you know, monthly, I was monthly touch-ups for the blonde, because, you know, as the color fades, your hair is growing, the color's gonna fade. But at one point I was like, what the fuck is going on with my hair? Because it was longer than this, and now it's not even the same length. Look, there's something going on here, and obviously it was the color. When you dye your hair blonde, you're stripping its color to a color that it's never been before. My hair is freaking dark. I have not dyed it. This is how dark it is. And going from that color to a platinum blonde, like, that is insane. My ends just got so dry. Even though it's deep conditioning, I was dedicated to the deep condition. I was purple washing it and everything. And it was just getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Then from there, I met my friend. We were going through some phases in our life, and we just really connected that way. From there, I think once I met her, I just let the color fade out. And then at one point we did our own hair. She ended up dyeing it and getting it cut. I just let it be. I didn't touch my hair. I didn't dye it. I let the color fade out. I just let it be. You can tell by some of the pictures that, like, the ends were still very blonde. But I knew that's what I had to do. I just had to let it be. Something around that time frame definitely kicked in for me to say, this is it. No more dyeing, no more straightening. I was already over the straightening phase, but no more dyeing the hair. From there, it just progressed into my hair getting longer. Then when I found out I was pregnant, I still had blonde in my hair. You can still kind of see it from my video that was from in February of last year. You can see that, like, I still had a lot of blonde in it, but it was fading out slowly, and the growth was coming. From there, I was taking a lot of vitamins, and I was on my prenatals too once I found out I was pregnant. And just finally, once that last bit of the color came out, my hair it's just, you know, grown ever since. And it's been really, really great. And I think just finally going through that hair journey and that process, it just put myself into check that, you know, I need to love the hair that I was born in, and this is it. This is how it should have been. You know, growing up, I just didn't know how to take care of it, and just going through those phases, it really was amazing. You can see even in my maternity photos that my hair was just, it was definitely getting some length. It just looked so healthy. I was dedicated to the deep conditioning. I try to deep condition once a week, if not a week and a half. Dedicated to the deep conditioning, and then you could just tell that, like, it's just gotten so much more better. I remember too, when my hair was breaking from the blonde, I was like freaking the fuck out. Like, I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Like, my hair is so short, I want to cut it. Like, I was getting all these itches to, like, dye it again, cut it. I just could not let it be. I'm telling you right now, for the girls out there that are thinking about transitioning just to rocking their natural curls, or to thinking about cutting it or dyeing their hair, literally, like, it took me most likely a year to get over that hump, and that's a long time when it especially being black and just your hair just grows slow already. It's really hard to not touch your hair with dyes and just doing all this crazy stuff to it, but you really have to let your hair sit. What worked for me is getting protective styles like braids and twisties and stuff like that. That's what really helped me. And now, like, there's full-on weaves, there's full-on wigs you can do. There's just so many different things that you can do to protect your hair and not have to put it through a process of chemical changing or heat reaction of, you know, straightening it so much. I just think that if you're in that stage right now, trust me, I've been there, where you want to do so much to it, but what you have to do is be patient and just let it sit and just let it do its thing. These are for the girls and the women out there that don't know how to do their hair. Do your research. Know what works for your type of hair. What products that work for my hair doesn't necessarily is gonna work for your type of hair. I'm an advocate for when it comes to anything of clean product, and the number one line that goes for me is obviously SHEA Moisture. SHEA Moisture is the best freaking product I honestly could ever say that I know that's naturally clean. I do have a video that's called to use the Think Dirty app. If you're ever in question about using good product and you just don't know, use that app because it really freaking works. Trust me, I know when you want to touch your hair, you want to do it and you end up dyeing it or coloring it, I'm telling you that is stopping the hair grow. Your hair might look good for a second and you want to flip it and do all these crazy things to it and it looks all good, but really when it comes down to your natural hair follicle, it's out. It's not it. It's you're damaging it. Okay, so don't do it. This is my hair now, and I just want to, if you're thinking about going natural and you're thinking about doing this journey, it's worth it because you are going to love the hair that you were born with. And I'm telling you, it took me a very, very long time to understand that, to go through the phases. I don't know, for me personally, I have to go through things to understand, but now I'm very comfortable in my own hair. I love wearing it. I get compliments all the time. You know, even my own family recognizes like, dang, your hair looks really good. Being a mother now and having a mixed daughter, especially a daughter, how important it is to start this from when babies are young, especially little girls. You have to teach them how to love their hair, how to nurture it, how to know that they're beautiful inside and out. Even with my niece is 13 now. Need to push her a little bit more on just learning how to wear her hair down. She likes her hair, but she wears it in a slick ponytail just like I was low, but she does her little edge and stuff, so it does look cute. Trying to push that more just for her and my own daughter. Yeah, that is my whole hair journey. I hope you guys enjoyed this long video, this long process of where I started and where I am now. Thank you for watching this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this, you know, promotes some natural hair growth with any of the girls out there. Yeah, so thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.